Hey there, welcome to another gear review here at Gear Up. My name is Aaron and today I'm going to talk about the Xiaomi Mi Band 2 straight out of China. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I have to say man, this Mi Band 2 compares really well with the competition and is a major update from its old version, the Mi Band, which I have here. I got this about a year and a half ago and it is thinner and smaller, but what it's really missing is the screen and the touch button, which you can cycle information to your needs. All it had was 3 small LEDs along the front, which told you the progress of your steps or calorie count, and also it flashed a lot when you met certain goals and stuff like that. But what I was looking for in a band and made me jealous of smartwatches and such like that was checking your time, basic things and little basic functions like that, or getting notifications from your SMS or your email, which, surprise surprise, this watch does it. And one of the accessories that comes with this band is the little micro USB charger. It's proprietary how it charges this device. It comes with a little dongle right here. That word dongle just cracks me up. You just pop it out of the band and you see it's Xiaomi means little rice, if you want to know and brush up on your Mandarin. And you just slot it into slot here and you plug it in and it looks like a little mic. Wouldn't you know it? You plug it into any USB port and it will start charging. Now the battery lasts 21 days on a full charge. The stats say 20 days at most, but I've used 21 days if you're not. My first charge was lacking because I was like checking all the features and playing with it so much. It lasted about 15 days. My old band lasted a whole month. So for a little trade-off with the screen and all the additional features via Bluetooth, this thing just knocked down about 10 days worth of battery life, which is pretty awesome still. So it goes on and on and on. Now the screen at the front of this Mi Band 2 is totally rockin'. It is a 0.42 inch OLED screen. It shows a bunch of information and little icons to tell you like a phone call is coming in. You can twist your arm and it will show the time. Unfortunately this one doesn't show it. I'm just trying to click it. There you go. Sorry about the focus issue again. But if you need to check your heart rate, you just have to cycle through the buttons. There's your steps, and then back here the heart rate monitors sensors are coming on. There you go. There you go. I'm dead. It also does idle alerts to remind you whether if you've been sedentary for an hour or 3 hours. You'll vibrate and flash a bunch of stuff as they get moving or something like that. Now, in terms of the usage, it's been really great. The band is really comfortable. It is non-abrasive in any way, even though, guess what? You want to know the price? I was meaning to tell you the price. Now, the Fitbit Ultra and the other competition run from about $75 all the way to $100. Granted, they go on sale for about probably $50 on Black Fridays, but this thing runs $21 shipped, no tax, because I bought this from China, and that's probably one of the only places you can get it. Well, there are other places that you can find them on, as in the US on Amazon, but they also run through Chinese retailers. $21, guys. You can buy you a bunch of these for the price of one Ultra. So if one breaks, or if you want to give one to your spouse, if you want to buy one and buy a customizable, different colored band, you can totally go for it. And we have no guilt if it breaks, or if you make a mistake or drop it and something happens, gets crushed or something like that. You won't feel any guilt for spending so little money on this thing. But the features that they build into this is amazing. Now let me go into that a little bit more. The band is IP67. As you saw from my montage in the beginning, this thing can get in the shower. I've also swam in it, and on both my bands, swimming in it has not caused a problem. The 67 means 6 is protected from dust, and 7 is submergible in 1 meter of water, that's up to 3.3 feet, up in static water for 30 minutes. But people say, hey, don't swim in it because that's deep. Now, if you know your stroke of your hands and your arms, they don't stay in the constant pressure zone for that same time all the time. It's constantly moving from above water and below and above and below. So this thing doesn't get affected by it too much. It's quick to clean, quick to dry, and it has not caused any skin irritations if that's what you're worrying about. I think the Misfit bands at one point, and also the Fitbits at one point, had issues with the band, and people being hypoallergenic and all that kind of stuff had issues with it. It connects directly to your Android as well as iOS. It has sleep tracking using the pulse monitor at the bottom, as well as its gyroscopes in here to track your sleep, and it's really effective. It tracks your heart rate throughout the night and gives you the average, gives you the min, gives you the max, and it tracks your deep sleep, light sleep, and also your awake time. This thing has improved over the older version, where the older version could not track naps in the middle of the day, or if you slept and you woke up for, say, some snacks or sweets, or in the middle of the night and got hungry and you went back to sleep, the old version would not pick up on it, and a lot of bands I know do not. This one picks up on when you go back to sleep, even if it's just for 5 minutes or whatever. Or this has happened to me before, when I dozed off at night before my bedtime, and then I woke up for a few minutes like, oh yeah, I need to brush my teeth or something like that. It tracked it, which is pretty awesome. It also has idle alerts. If you're sedentary for a while, you can set the settings to remind you, and it vibrates you too to get up and go. Now, the step accuracy on this thing, it has plus and minuses. It is more accurate in terms of tracking your steps compared to the older one, and it's comparable to a lot of the other brands as well. The only arena that I felt that it failed compared to even the old one is, say, if you're working out on an elliptical where it's all kind of sort of virtual steps. The old version, for some reason, pick up your arm movements really well, and this one says, hey, you're probably cheating, you're probably typing or something. So the compensation software is over aggressive on this thing. And so if I'm on the elliptical and I do 8,000 steps, for example, this thing will only register 5 at best, roughly like that. The heart rate accuracy, on the other hand, is spot on. I've done manual pulse check, I have comparable pulse meters, and this thing, they come within a range of 3 to 4 beats per minute, which is pretty awesome. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is also its durability. The screen, as you can see, can get a little bit smudgy. It's not glass protected. It has no scratch resistance. It's some light plastic. You can see a little bit of a scratch here. That's from climbing. I have this on my 7 o'clock harness loop. I don't usually wear it. I'm afraid of banging against the wall. And a couple of times, even though in that position on my gear harness, it scratched up a little bit like this. And you can see some dings on the edges. Now, even on the band, the back of the band right here, if you can look closely, you can see a shattered. It shattered when it hit against the rock or something. But other than that, the band is pretty scratch resistant. It's very nice, very smooth. It's a much better quality than the old one. The old one felt like cheap plastic a little bit, and the new one is more matte and really sleek. Now, let me talk a little bit about the app. The app that goes with Xiaomi Mi products is the Mi Fit app. You use it with their scale, you use that with all the other bands or heart rate monitors that they have. And this is the one you find on the Play Store or places like that. But the app is the new version is very functional, I would say. It allows you to change a lot of the features and connectivity and what you see on the screen and stuff like that. But I was thinking, hey, isn't there a way, since this is running through Bluetooth 4.1, wouldn't it be better if it could mimic things like that of a smartwatch? And it would be awesome for a $21 gadget. Now, I found this app from my old band called Notify and Fitness for Mi Band. I'll put the link down below. It is a paid software. You can get a free one, but it's a paid app if you want to use the full function, and I'll recommend it. It's only $1.99 or less, or $1, I can't remember. But the developer of that software has totally rocked it. Now it needs the Mi Fit app on your phone as well to run the Notify and Fitness for Mi Band app. Yeah, I know it's a really long name, but what it does is it opens up, basically it hacks this thing, and it opens up legally. It hacks and opens up a lot of features that you wouldn't find in the normal app. So for example, you see the date and time, the date and the day below. That's part of what the other app can do. It can also do, you can, like here I've programmed into the capacitive button to forward songs on my phone, things like that. So if I do a double tap after the heart rate monitor, for example, it forwards my song. I can also stop it, I can pause it, I can also launch the app. Hey, I'm dead again. You can do a whole bunch of things and customize your experience of the band. You can get SMS notification. It will tell you who's calling, call ID. So this thing is pretty darn awesome with that app. When you pair that with it, it almost becomes a mini smartwatch for $21. Again, I say, I'm bringing it up again. For $21, this thing is a great deal. And if you like this video, I know this is, again, not climbing stuff, but it's really helped me with when I'm on the wall and outside, I don't want to bring my phone, and this thing is all I need most of the time. If you really like this video, sub it and like it, and let me know what you think. Thanks guys, appreciate it.